You're watching ALLPS TV.
You're watching ALLPS TV.
Oh, it's extremely important to have the latitude and the gratitude from our leadership to allow us to showcase, Black history, the essence of Black history. And Black history is not just about being Black. We all are Black. It's about being a difference maker. I mean, regardless of what color you are, you're a difference maker. And that's what we want to show our students. Hey, regardless of what color you are a difference maker. Everyone we brought over here, from coaches to business professionals, they are difference makers. We celebrate their journey. That's why we celebrate Black history, because we recognize the journey that they went through, and we also celebrate the success story of them. And hopefully one day we can impact one of our students. That's huge. It allows us to have the latitude to reach so many people, to bring them here, to be an impact to our students.
Well, I came from a small community, and it's important for me to give back because someone gave to us, and gave to me, and gave me that chance. And so I just want to do my part to give back and lift as we continue to grow.
Okay, the fashion show, most of my items were Black because that's what I feel looks best on melanin skin, so the words could pop out. And the letters on the back of my clothing had said deserved flowers, and that means that all the people that have passed and that haven't passed yet, that haven't gotten the flowers that they deserved, will eventually get their flowers that they deserve if we continue to talk about it. Because if I'm being honest, I've had this brand in my head. I just never brought it to action until the beginning of this year when Randy ran into me it was around Dixon somewhere. He just ran into me and was like, I really want you to get your brand together because I want you in this fashion show. And so
The fashion show was a beautiful example of a school coming together for one positive reason, to celebrate Black History Month. And to see all those people with all those smiles on their faces, it made me happy. It made me really happy because it's a celebration of our people coming together, of the minorities being a group that's just not a minority. You don't feel like a minority when you're with all these people who come from the same backgrounds as you.
Yeah, it did make me really proud because of how comfortable they were walking in them too. It made me feel like they were walking in anything like maybe Nike or Under Armour. It could be anything for them. They were just walking in it because they felt comfortable in it. It wasn't necessarily what they had on their body, it was how they felt in it.
Right, absolutely. Like, they need people like us in here to show them, like, hey, we actually care about you. And it gives them something to look up to. It makes them feel valuable, and they are valuable. So a lot of them don't feel like they are.
I think it's really cool because it's something that I normally wouldn't have done, and I can see that a lot of people were hesitant, but I think once we actually got into the fashion show and people started picking out their outfits and thinking about how they were going to walk and practicing the walks, I can see that everybody actually enjoyed it. So I think that was cool, and it's something different because, I mean, I've been in school for a decade plus and have not been to a single fashion show. So
the show was so awesome. I went in with high expectations, and I think Mr. Coleman and the kids and his committee of Miss Willis and Miss Middleton, they blew it out of the water. It was awesome. A great opportunity for our kids to showcase themselves and to showcase the entrepreneurs that we had here and their clothing lines. It was just one of the better events I think that we've had in the years.
That's what I do a lot. I do a lot of work with communities, with other people. So I'm really good at it. I love doing it. And when the kids know that they're involved and they feel important, it brings out some comfortability and confidence with that. So that's why I want to do it.
Well, to start off with, I never thought I'd even be in a fashion show, and being able to walk like the makeshift runway in itself was a skill, and being able to wear the clothes from different designers put you into a position where you could have some business opportunities, or at least show that you're open to trying out new and different things that people may not normally expect. It's something that has no negatives, only positives by trying it out.
Our fashion show, we wanted to be able to do something special for our kids. Our kids are always, they're comedians in their own rights, and they're fashion experts in their own rights because every day they come to school doing something fun or something funny. So what we try to do is embrace the culture of African American history through arts, fashion, and entertainment. And they did a wonderful job. We had students that had never been a part of any type of event, let alone a fashion show. We had designers from local African American designers from our community he wanted to invest and donate those clothes to those students to hopefully inspire them to become, a fashion artist. And we took some of the students that were, I would say, the hidden voices of some schools, the ones sitting in the back of the class that probably wouldn't want to be involved in anything. We wanted to give them a voice and opportunity to do something special. And not just to be in the fashion show, but just kind of express themselves as they came on a runway, to be a part, let them be themselves, but also let them look good doing it. And they had a fun time. They had a really good time. Yeah.
When I was walking down the runway, I felt this rush of, it was excitement. I was really excited because walking down that runway with all the cheers and the crowd, everyone's looking at you, it's a different feeling. I never felt that before in my life. And then afterwards, people were coming up to me like, man, you did a great job. And that made me feel happy. And honestly speaking, I might even consider becoming a model,
Absolutely, absolutely. I always look for opportunities to be an example for those that want to come behind me. That if I can do it, you can do it too. That we should use the talents and resources that we have around us. That we should work hard, have dedication, and be passionate about what we're doing. The sky's the limit. What we think about and what we input and what we work for, we can achieve it.
Absolutely. I didn't always have opportunities like this, but these opportunities really help to boost our confidence. So, instead of learning that later in life, you're learning it now and you're starting to figure out, oh, hey, I can do this. This is my niche, you know what I'm saying? And so it works, just bringing out that confidence at a young age and take those so far.
For the hardest jobs and for the hardest things you do, right, you always need a support group. Okay, you always need people to be there behind you and back you up because it's really hard to do some things alone, right? That's why we need a community of people that work together, that be together, because that's the only way we'll be able to move forward as a group.
To me, it was super important, and like you said, it's about more than just being black. And to me, it was about showing the diversity of the school, giving out a general positive experience, because we had a lot of stuff happen so far, and a lot of people came out and showed love to us. So in general, I think it's just making positives out of negatives and creating a general good time.
So that's not something that is part of, I guess, the rite of passage of a young person's life. So being able to do this, who knows, maybe they find something that they like in the industry, whether that's the actual runway part or the design part. Just giving them exposure to that where they know that it's available is a big thing.
Especially as a biracial woman, because it's hard for most people that are biracial to pick between sides. And it's very important during Black History Month, especially throughout the year, to once again give the people that haven't gotten their flowers yet the flowers that they deserve. So the more we talk about it, the more flowers that they get.
You're exactly right. It's about celebrating diversity. To have an Hispanic professional to receive the MLK Award, it opens the door for so many opportunities to enrich and embrace diversity. Because there's other Hispanic students probably looking at you like, wow, I can be the next, Carlos Chicas. Wow, I could be the next Randy Coleman or whoever. Because again, every African American leader had one thing in common: they allow us to go out and be difference makers, and that's what it's all about. It's not about my color. It's about doing things in your community for people of color, but also embracing those throughout the country, throughout the world. Every African American icon or every African American pioneer that we celebrate had one thing in common: they made a difference in the lives of other people within their culture, their family, and throughout this country, whether it was white or black or Hispanic. So I think it's huge when we're able to recognize an Hispanic individual for services that they do in the community under the umbrella of the Martin Luther King Commission. So I think that's very powerful. It's a powerful statement to have, and I'm honored and privileged to have the opportunity to get to know that individual because I see the work that he's doing.
You're watching ALLPS TV.